ready to begin. If Mrs. Hurd and Miss Whitney want to head to your spots, that would be great.
Circumstances beyond our control. It is an honor to be able to be here today with you to celebrate the OABCIG graduating class of 2020. Graduates, this day is about you and what you've achieved through hard work, determination, and years of creativity and inspiration. Graduation is a time to imagine your future as you venture out to achieve goals you have set for yourself. When you travel down the paths ahead of you, hope you may find all the peace, joy, and happiness that you deserve. There will be challenging times ahead, but the past few months have helped to prepare you for that. Stay focused on your goals, and you will achieve great things. This world is changing before our very eyes. My hope is that each of you see opportunities to help others, to build something, to fix what is broken, fill a blank page, or to create something where before there was nothing. If you do this, then you will be the beneficiary of that value that you create. This is as close to a do-over, as close to a blank slate as any class has ever graduated into. Because of this opportunity, I say you may be the luckiest graduating class in decades. Take the adversity you have faced the past few months and turn it into a solid foundation on which to build your future and trust that you will succeed. I hope that when you look back on your time at OABCIG, you will do so with great memories of your time here. And then you look ahead, you will see us as part of your future. You will always be welcome here. You will always be a Falcon. Your families, friends, teachers, and communities are very proud of you. We look forward to hearing about your personal and professional achievements as you continue to build on the foundation provided by your education here. As you begin this new stage of your life, remember to be a lifelong learner. If we stop learning, we stop growing. Challenge yourself to learn something new every day. By doing this, you can be confident that you can and will have a positive impact on this world. Congratulations, class of 2020, and my very best wishes to each of you. Typically, this would be the time where I would ask all parents to refrain their enthusiasm until the entire class is presented. However, today, cheer all you like for your child and for every child that goes through. A big thank you to all the seniors, to you, parents and families, and I also want to wish every graduating senior and all of you today the very best moving forward. One request, please take any and all pictures on the field before you leave today, as we will need to have the robes turned in as they are leaving. Once they turn their robe in, they will be receiving their actual diploma at that time. Mrs. Conrad, Mr. Lundell, these students have met the standards set forth by the State Department of Education, and they have met the requirements of the Ottebold Arthur Battle Creek Ida Grove Community School Board. It is with my pleasure I recommend that they receive a diploma of graduation.
Addison Anderson. Aurora May Anderson. Carter Isaiah Arnberg. Shaylin Catherine Baker. Leighton Elliott Barnum. Taylor Marie Beck. Derek Lee Berenson. Abigail Marie Bender. Nathan Adam Benner. Mary Bennett. Crystal Ardeen Bettine. Corinne Elizabeth Bauer. Philip Walter Brooks. Cheyenne Nicole Brotherson. Timothy Carlisle. Nico Alexander Cassiano. Abby Evelyn Kaur. Ryder Joe Cranston. Taylor Janelle Devine. Samuel Van Devitt. Justice Marie Dimmick. Sequoia Dobbs. Dylan Butch Eric. Tyler Allen Eric. Matthew Flattery. Lee Thomas Fredericks. Elijah Wesley Gable. Carson Anthony Goberson. Jennifer Marie Goberson. Madison Grasty. William Matthew Grody. Darian Anthony Hannell. Tevin Riley Harms. Ty J. Harrison. Riley Grace Hedberg. Hallie Sue Hemer. Jarrett James Hewitt. Troy Allen Hilmer. Grayson Leon Hofling. Isaiah George Ironshell. Dustin Allen Johnson. Talon Johnson. Logan Hunter Kern Butler. Colin Burdell Knudsen. Jace Lee Cranhagen. Shelley Kroll. Kiera Christine Ladwick. Elizabeth Lauren Lansing. Garrett R. Lead. Hunter Wayne Mace. Skylar Ray Mackey. Casey Ray Monarnock. Peyton Lee Miller. Zane Kenneth Nelson. Alexa Lee Neville. Mallory K. Neville. Bailey Jaden Newman. Isaac Thomas Newquist. Macy Ann Nicholson. Jake Riley Neiman. Taylor Marie Oldham. Gavin D. Parks. Jared Edward Peterson. Sarah Grace Peterson. Caitlin Corinne Reeson. Stephanie Jean Rigby. Sierra K. Rulk. Natalie Santana Solis. Bryce Allen Schlender. Autumn Marie Schreiber. Lauren Elizabeth Schwade. Taylor Jean Sorensen. Tia Cheyenne Tollefson. Garrison James Ewell. Evan Jones Veltri. Zoe M. Verscore. Austin Thomas Wardrop. Kylie Joe Weber. Cassidy Whitney. Leah Marie Williams. Brandon L. Wingert. Josie Anna Wolf. Austin P. Winchell. Wyatt Tate Winchell. Savannah Ray Witch. Elizabeth Lane Zobel. We feel like we would be remiss if we did not acknowledge the seniors that were not able to be with us today. So please help us recognize Annabelle Antonia Esme Einhorn, Hannah Joe Reeder, Nicholas Todd Schulte, and Austin P. Winchell.
At this time, we would also like to recognize those seniors who have earned academic cords. So all seniors that earned a silver cord, would you please stand to be recognized? Silver cords signify a 3.25 to 3.66 grade point average. You may be seated. Would all seniors who earned a gold cord please stand? Gold cords signify a 3.67 to 3.74 grade point average. Would you be seated? And now would all seniors who earned a gold cord and an academic medallion please stand to be recognized? Gold cords with an academic medallion signify a 3.75 and above grade point average. Please be seated. The class of 2020 Salutatorian is Josie Wolf, daughter of Jason and Beth Wolf. The class of 2020 Valedictorian is Sarah Peterson, daughter of David and Karen Peterson.
How did you get to be here? What was the moment? How did you ever get to be here? Stephen Sondheim, the greatest composer and lyricist of all time, wrote these words, and as so many of his lyrics do, they seem to fit right into life, especially here, especially now as we receive our diplomas. It really makes us look back and wonder how it is possible that after all those years of school, we are here, being congratulated on the fact that it's over. Somehow the days seem to drag on, and yet the years flew by. Despite the fact that it was over so fast, I'm positive we have all learned our own personal lessons. For instance, the most important lesson I have learned is that when you form an idea of who another person is, judge them only by the things they have done to you, not by the things you've heard they've done, and not by the things you expect them to do. Setting a bar for someone's behavior based on rumors about them or previous mistakes they've made creates a bar that is impossible to reach. I have also learned that there are doers and procrastinators. Most people either do all their homework the second they get it or wait until the very last second to do it all. Hardly anyone actually spaces out the work like a responsible student. This creates a lot of stress and anxiety for both kinds of people. But what the heck, we will never change. Another very important thing to remember is that there is always someone in your corner, and just asking for help can solve a lot of problems. No one goes through life without getting help once in a while. You can say what you want about our time in high school, but we have had exceptionally reliable and helpful teachers. Mrs. Chizik, for example, knowing she would be gone on maternity leave, took the time to make videos for all of her classes. Mr. Neiman generously supplied fun breakfast foods to brighten our mornings. Jurgen Peterson worked day and night to host multiple speech contests this year, and not one of our teachers, not even one, would ever turn down a legitimate plea for help. They have all gone above and beyond. They have taught us that as we move ahead, we need to not only ask for help when we need it, but also be the people that are willing to help others when they need it. Finally, I have learned that when the whole school is getting into an argument over whether dance is a sport, it's best to just laugh at everyone's comments and move on with your life. No one's going to change their opinion. This year has not been the senior year we expected. It has been cut short, and we have missed out on a lot of important events. However, maybe this was the senior year we needed. Maybe this was a way to teach us to go with the flow, to take things as they come, to appreciate what we have,
of school. We have had other lasts before that, of course, like a last game, a last performance, and last homecoming. But only one thing that I've learned is that it doesn't matter if you've been told in advance or warned that it's coming, lasts still come with a variety of emotions. And there certainly are a lot of emotions being felt today. Some of us may be relieved. Relieved to be done and to get on with our lives. Relieved to not have any more quarter projects to procrastinate on. Some of us are excited and proud because now we get to take the next step towards our futures, whether it's college, a job, or the military. Some of us are just confused on how we got here in the first place. Others are sad. Sad that we won't see the same people play on the same teams or sing in the same group again. To anyone who feels this emotion, I think it's good that you're sad, because that means that you've had an experience here worth missing. Personally, I feel a mix of all of these emotions. I feel thankful for my parents, who have been there even when I thought I didn't want them to be. I'm thankful for my teachers, who gave me passing grades so that I could reach this milestone in my life. I'm thankful for coaches, who have put up with an overwhelming amount of teenage girl drama over the past 4 years. And I'm thankful for the lessons that I've learned. For example, I've learned the importance of good karma from Mr. Saunders, how to hold the rope during volleyball season, and that I should start saving early from Mr. Brown's personal finance class. I've learned that a person should not start a quarter project the night before it's due, no matter how appealing it may seem. And I now know the true importance of Quizlet. I've learned that when people tell you that time flies, they're telling the truth, because you never know when the last is going to happen. I also feel excited. After all, I stand here today as a high school graduate with 50 days left until college classes start. That's 50 days until I take my next step, where I will live on my own and won't have a curfew. I'll be meeting new people and experiencing new things, just like the rest of us will. I also feel scared and sad that I have built the most important relationships with such amazing parents, siblings, families, friends, teammates, coaches, pets, and other teachers over the past 13 years, and I won't see them every day. Because it's these people that I've laughed with, cried with, been frustrated with, and shared the important moments with. It's these people who have believed in me so much over these last years that I can finally start trusting and believing in myself. It's the people who are closest to all of us that have helped us through our failures, and they have taught us that it's okay to fail. It's okay not to be perfect, because they will be there for us anyway. That's the scariest part about graduating, I think. The fact that we're going off more independently than ever, without that safety net of support right behind us. And yes, we will be unsure at times, but hopefully we have learned over our time here how to put trust in ourselves to take the next step in our lives. We can trust that even as everything changes, we're going to be just fine. Now, as we take our next step in our journey, it's our time to work hard, to fail, to succeed, and to figure out what we want and who we are going to be. It's our time to experience some firsts while still remembering our lasts. So, as we celebrate, receive congratulations, and give our thank yous, I pray that God will be with us and that He will guide us as we try to reach our goals. I pray that the next chapter in all of our stories will be just as great as the last. So here's to the class of 2020. Congratulations and thank you.
Once we present the class, we will direct all seniors to walk to their families on the field. Seniors, on behalf of the faculty at OABCIG, I commend and congratulate you all. It is with our very best wishes that we send you off into a new chapter in your life. Graduates, please stand. Signify your completion by turning your tassel. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduated class of 2020.
Right here.